Pillars of Eternity, where we left off yesterday. It's about time. I'm starting 20 minutes early, Troy. Give me a break. How you doing, man? Have you fattened up for the holiday? Let's see. So we are in White March DLC Part 2, the second White March DLC. To be specific, I've never done this before. This is all new to me. Sneak, sneak, sneak.
What a marvelous machine. Solid dwarven craftsmanship. We're not setting foot on that, are we?
This looks like a giant elevator. Alright, The chain is so rusted, it barely moves. Repair the artillery lift.
Quickly and
What is
quietly.
this? This slot looks like it's missing a lever. The gearbox looks strangely empty, like it's missing a cog. Perception. Upon closer inspection, you see a thin layer of yellow slime coating the gearbox. Ooh. So we need to get rid of the slime and replace the missing lever? Is that what I'm hearing?
Great. Stuff.
Oh boy. Alright, I think we should be fine. Dragon Whaled, or Dragon Thrash Dragon Whaled is doing work on these ones that are near us.
This is important.
Let's go! Let's go!
Fear would ask me, WTF am I doing?
My mind feels sharp.
Come on guys, gun them down.
This isn't working.
One left, one left. There we go. Goodness
They
gracious.
see nothing while I see much.
Alright, got a dead skeleton over here. Some spells. 25 defense against poison, 2 survival, 4 perception. Well, this is our guy that's maxing survival out. Let's see, where did that cape go? Here we are. So let's replace what he had on. Okay. Alright. And what's over here? Just like a cliff with some weird nests on it.
Keeping an eye out.
Alright.
Consider it done.
We've already been in this
Give me
room.
a
We can
real
pick the lock
challenge.
for experience.
My lungs are burning.
Did we actually get a debuff from that? No. Alright, well, let's close the door for now. So we got a room full of poison gas, it looks like?
There's something you don't see
Scroll
every
case.
day.
Lever request. The lever for the artillery lift is broken again. I've been telling my men to be as careful as possible while using the lift, but it's difficult to keep your balance on the thing. One bad bump nearly sent a handful of them off the edge, and I'd rather they break a lever to keep their balance than fall off. Unfortunately, it was a clean break this time. We'll need this lever as soon as possible. If your men stop talking up so much ammunition at a time, this wouldn't be a problem. This will be the last lever you ever get. Next time you're just getting a rammer. Okay. Hey, Rockin', how's it going? Happy Thanksgiving, if that applies to you. Hope you had a stress-free
Give me a real
day.
challenge.
Of course, for some people, seeing their family is a stress day. I don't know if you are one such person. Oh, moon spider. Those are the spiders that heal.
Quick. Seals.
Nice. All these targets, for the most part, are hitting our tank. That's awesome. Excuse me, what games are we voting on again? If you are unable to see the vote... Here, hang on just a second. A picture's 1,000 words. These are the current results right now. For most people, when they mouse over the stream, they can see this on the screen. And these are the votes we got. 4 for Divinity Original Sin 2, which I have played before, but I haven't played Definitive Edition. We got 8 votes so far for the Pillars of Eternity sequel, PoE 2. And XCOM 2, same genre, really, as games like this, but completely different timeline. It is, of course, guns and lasers versus aliens instead of magic and swords. And Path of Exile, which is an action RPG. It is a game I'm a big fan of. I haven't spent much time streaming it, but I am a big fan of playing it. Tyranny has like 4,000... No, I didn't put Tyranny on there. I told this story yesterday, but I played Tyranny for like almost 2 hours, and like an hour and 50 minutes of that was reading. Like, if you took Pillars of Eternity and it's like action and reading, Tyranny was like this. And I finally, after like 2 hours, I put it on hold. I was like, you know what? I'm going to come back to this tomorrow. I'm so burnt out on reading right now. And I never wanted to launch the game again. Maybe I didn't give it enough of a chance, but for the amount of essays I'd be reading out loud on stream, I'm not sure I could hold anybody's attention. Happy Thanksgiving, boners from the Bone Zone. To you as well, LJ. Torment. Oh, that's right. You guys suggested that yesterday. It was like Tides of Numeria, right? Hang on just a second. Let's summon back up, because this is starting to bring the pain. There we go. Say hello to my little friends. Here, hang on just a second. So I remember we talked about that. You guys suggested, and I looked at like 10 games yesterday. I'm trying to remember. Oh gosh, there it is. No. Oh gosh. There. Which one was this one?
My product.
A new RPG merging sci-fi and fantasy. Oh, this was the one that looked very, very similar to Pillars of Eternity. This looks like something I would probably enjoy. However, I wouldn't want to start this right now. Pillars of Eternity 2 is, it's currently on sale as part of the Steam sale, and this game is currently full price. So if I was going to buy a game to play next, see, check this out. PoE 2, Deadfire, 34% off right now. So if I was going to make a purchase for another stream game, I would do PoE 2 at this time, and maybe Numeria further into the future. Tell you what, I am going to do, though. Hang on. Let me add to wish list and follow it so I do not forget the name of it again. And there we go. On GOG, the Obsidian Edition is cheaper, right? Yeah, if I... Well, hold on. If I go to PoE 2 and I get the... what is it? The bundle, which would include PoE 1, but I already own PoE 1, it's even cheaper. It's 41% off. So I can get PoE 2 this week for $29 instead of $45. Might want to wait until the last DLC comes out? Huh. I mean, what does Obsidian Edition have? Hold on. Does it say? I don't know what Obsidian Edition comes with. I don't want to go to the screen that has my credit card punched in while I'm on stream, but... New DLC coming up, scroll down from C Edition to show the expansions.
So much for you.
No problem.
If you buy a game from GOG.com, can you
Which is
move it over to Steam? I think the last game I got from GOG.com was like Witcher 3, and I was not able to move it over. So when I saw that the Witcher 3's expansions were for sale on Steam, I had to start the whole Witcher 3 game completely over to play the expansions that I got for super cheap on Steam, and it was really irritating.
Hey there.
yes.
And that's the only time I ever bought anything from GOG. Alright, slap a bandage on that boy.
Quest.
Alright, we took out the crystal spider first because it does a lot of ice damage.
Quest. Serious. Need
Rival platforms, gotcha.
Praise the feel of
And summon a few ogres down here. Alright, nice. We killed the big spider right as it did its big ice attack, so... Let's have two of you come up here. There we go.
In the dark.
Are you serious? Which one? Dude, that's your money. Which one? Which one are you telling me to buy? Oh, you are crazy, man. If you're funding it, I'll buy whichever one of them you're saying. The Pillars of Eternity 2 Obsidian Edition. This one here. I'm waiting for Troy's confirmation before I do that. Dude, thank you. Oh, that was completely off guard. You believe it's cheaper on GOG. Okay, hold on. Let me open up a... Again, I haven't been to this website since like Witcher 3 first came out. Where's the search button? Here we go. Alright. Pillars of Eternity 2. Deadfire. Deck of Many Things? Free? To Obsidian. Here we go. Pillars of Eternity Deadfire Obsidian Edition. $44.99. And Steam is the same price. Okay. So if it's the same price, I'll get it on Steam just because it's easier for me to keep track of it. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to make the screen go dark for a sec because I'm not sure if my credit card is going to pop up here. So give me just a second. Thank you. Seriously, that is one of the kindest things people have done for me since starting this hobby of referring to streaming. Yes, I am sure. Crunching. Yeah, there's my credit card. Glad I blacked out the screen. Processing. Install your new games. Thank you. All right. Okay. I got it. I will start the installation as soon as the stream is over. Here. Oh, let me... There. I got it. Thank you, Choice Effects. So now I say fuck this trouble. You're right. We've got a winner. If someone's willing to fund one... If someone is willing to completely fund one of the options on the poll, I'll make that the next thing just hands down. So hold on. I'm going to disable the poll right now. Alright. Deactivate Twitch Picks for now. Done. Alright. You're the man. Let's switch back to Pillars for now. Now we have a game plan. We know exactly where we're going after this. It was leading anyway. It was. It did have a slight lead. I think it was 8, and the second place was 4, and then 3 and 3. Vent Pick. One-hand stiletto.
To whispers and shadows.
I will say, I was, what was it? Pillars of Eternity 2, because of, oh gosh, hold on. I can't stop talking about it now. Let me switch back to this camera for just a second. It's not going to be here because we just bought it. It's not going to be there. Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Because of the reviews, I don't know if you guys saw, but it had overwhelmingly positive feedback of the game. And that made me really look forward to whenever I was going to play it, be it soon or further in the future. I was like, that's awesome that this game that I'm interested in has really, really positive feedback. What is this? Oh, it's a little quest thing. I gotta send someone on this. You go. And do I have something building? Yes, I do. Save your dough, buy whatever game you wanted next. Dude, thank you, Troy. Thank you. Going to definitely add your name to the short list of sponsors for Mukluk streams.
Consider it done. Give me a real challenge.
Man, that is not how I thought tonight was gonna go. Just because it's a holiday, I was like, it would be completely normal if there was way fewer people watching the stream tonight. And I was just like, that might happen. This was out of left field. Andron's notes. Who knew a creature as disgusting as a disease pudding could be so useful? Their ability to not only prevent metals from rusting, but to remove rust entirely is astounding. Okay, so we have to find a disease pudding and put it on that chain that's all rusted for the elevator. I can only imagine what sorts of contraptions we can devise without having to worry about exposing iron to the elements. As always, I get ahead of myself. Finding these creatures is already a chore. Keeping them properly contained is nearly impossible. I am lucky to acquire what few I have. Okay. Thanks, buddy. I truly, truly appreciate that. I will be, straight honest. As far as like my livelihood goes, I'm not hurting in any shape or form. I'm not in debt or anything like that. I just have to be careful with my spending money. So that is very, very generous of you, and I'm extremely grateful. Is this? We got some kind of tunnel here. All right, I'm afraid that when I click this, it's gonna like teleport me into a room in the middle of a bunch of enemies. So before I click that, I'm gonna use these bandages. Tap that quick save, and then we'll step through. PoE equals Pillars of Eternity. Yeah, I mean, well, in that sentence, I was able to pick up on that asterisk because there's not a Path of Exile 2. You peer through the hole and see a wide, sturdy parapet running along the wall. Several feet along the wall, you will also see a broad crack. It appears to lead to another room. Look down. Wind whistles by your ears. The peaks of the White March rise below you and continue into the distance. Alright, send someone onto the ledge. I'm going to assume this is athletics, so we're going to send Bleak. Bleak sidles across. He reaches the crack in the wall. A noxious, eye-watering vapor seeps from within. This is the neighboring room with the poisonous gas. This is giving us a chance to air out the room. Might 14, bash the wall. He's got like 20 might. Bleak pounds the wall. It's taxing work, and by the time the wall starts to give, Bleak's shoulder flares with pain. Oh, crap. He just got a wrenched shoulder. The ancient masonry crumbles away, and a stinging vapor rushes through the breach. Bleak tries to hold a breath, but gasps a searing lungful of the gas while clinging onto the edge with fading strength. Return. Bleak edges back to the tower. Okay, what happened to you, buddy? Severe burn and a wrenched shoulder. Okay, well,
Yeah.
I guess someone had to do that to air out the neighboring room. Isn't Path of Exile? Path of Exile is a free game. However, I've gotten here. Hold on. Let me. I won't change the camera here. Path of I've gotten 1,234 hours of entertainment out of it so far, and I haven't ever beat the final boss. Like, I really enjoy the game. I really, really do. I think I've spent like $20 on it over time, just buying. It's pay for convenience, a tiny bit of convenience, and a lot of cosmetic stuff. It is not pay to win, not by a long shot. Like, you can pay to make your bank a little bit bigger, stuff like that. I really hope I'm not supposed to kite one of these disease puddings over to their artillery lift or something. Ah, man. Okay, well, you know what? I saved the game before I went out on the crack. If I end up having to reload, I can't do that. Because this, apparently, I need a disease pudding on this chain to eat the rust off. From what I know about other similar games, I might have to run over here with a live pudding chasing me. I might kill it, then loot something and put it on there. Or after I kill it, there's going to be a container back here with one that was conveniently still trapped that never got away. I'm guessing one of those three options.
So much.
Well, I think of those games, we now know that at the very least Troy is a big fan of Pillars. The cannons are encrusted with thick, pungent slime. Okay. Patinated cog. So there's the cog. Oh, so now we can just walk between those two cracks anytime we want now. Alright. I didn't notice that I looted a slime? Let's go find out. Apply Pargrin Rust Dissolver. You pour the contents of the vial onto the chain. The solvent hisses as it dribbles down, melting the rust into a slick brown puddle. The heavy chain squeaks with movement. Leave. Okay. This thing. The gearbox looks strangely empty, like it's missing a cog. Insert the new cog that we found. Nice. Alright. And finally, fit the replacement lever into the slot. Click, click. Pull the lever, Kronk! I love the sound effects that accompany the subtitles that they do sometimes. It's a good touch. The lift makes a slow, jouncing progress. It lurches forward every few feet, the rusted chains groaning like the dead. It tumbles to a trembling stop and the entire platform swings precariously. A sharp metallic odor emanates from one of the winches. You hear screeching. At first you think it's coming from the winch, but then you realize it's coming from above. An enormous skull drac swoops from the shadows. You feel the air from its passage as it whooshes past you. But before you can catch more than a glimpse, it's circling back, searching for you with ear-splitting shrieks. Rustling wings and a I read heavy music. Heavy music lets you know a boss fight is coming. Rustling wings and a heavy musk alert you to the presence of more of the beasts. As they close, the platform continues to sway and bounce. Oh, Jesus. Send someone to fix the winch. Smoke rises from the rattling, grinding winch. Repairing it will be a chore. In addition, the Skulldrak sweep through the air from above the platform, their ears swiveling and twitching as they listen for movement. I'm guessing this is going to be an intelligence check. Do it myself. You scramble noisily toward the winch, your footfalls echoing in the dark shaft. A Skulldrak pulls away from the pack and flits toward you, drawn by the ruckus. With a hiss, he spits a gob of acid into your face before flying away to rejoin the pack. Oh my god. You reach the winch and set to work on the jammed, rusted cogs within. The problem looks more complex than you'd hoped. You're not certain how long it will take you to fix the snarled mess of gears. Continue. The largest Skulldrak dives for the middle of the lift. Its screeches turn to hisses as it spews sizzling acid across the platform. You hear a scream and a smell of burning flesh. The smaller Skulldrak zip it past in tighter and tighter circles as they close. Meanwhile, the largest of the bunch is wheeling back, preparing for another attack. Yo, every other member of my party's got guns. They should be blasting these things. Some of the creatures turn to the winch, their ears twitching at the clanging racket. It's not clear how much longer it'll take to repair the device. Continue. One Skulldrak breaks from the pack and plummets toward you, ramming your shoulder with its blunt head. You continue working on the winch, but the effort feels more and more futile. The big Skulldrak plunges toward the center again, spraying it with acid. You hear more howls of pain. The beast glides away and disappears into the shadows overhead. However, the smaller Skulldrak lands on the platform and advances toward you. Actual fight? Loading screen, the ultimate boss. Let me move this. Oh my god. Ha! Alright.
Quick.
Sing that song! Burn him! Alright, let's use the chain heal. What is that? Healing chain. I call it chain heal because of World of Warcraft, and I'm actually very close on the name apparently. Chanter's doing work. AoE damage, AoE healing. We're just muscling through this. Oh, who's that got paralyzed? Who's that? That's Muck. Oh, it's only for one more second. Just leave it. Okay. Ogre's on that.
Quick.
Ogre's on that.
So much for you, Stud.
Oh, we mind controlled a Skulldrak apparently. And Ogre's on the last one. Alright. Okay. We're looking good right now.
Quick. Seal this.
Okay. Is that it? Alright, let's loot us some Skulldrak ears.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes?
Looks like the only bandages we have left are these self-only bandages on the paladins.
No problem.
I was wondering about that. Look, wrenched shoulder and severe burn from the acid in his face and the headbutt to the shoulder that he took during the roleplay. Alright, I'm gonna tap that quick save. And head on up here. Oh, the loading screen? Yeah. Oh man, someone sent this to me on the on our Discord. We have a Discord if anyone here wants to chat with us at any other time of the day. So Wendy's tweeted today, and they said, either download the Wendy's app and receive like a free bacon cheeseburger. Easy peasy. And someone replied with, what if we don't have a phone? And Wendy's responded, then I guess you won't be playing the new Diablo. fucking laughed at that so hard. Like, that's one of those times where you actually laugh out loud. So you type Roffelmau.
Sharp eyes
What a
and
sight.
keen ears.
Up here, it's all pretty as a painting.
Through the gap, you see winding stairs and the dull glint of more cannons. Alright, let's make sure the tank's in front. Creeping, creeping. Alright.